The last two episodes of The Red Sleeve took us all on a roller coaster of emotions. We laughed, we cried, we got butterflies, and we wept some more. The feelings that this epic K-drama was able to evoke on viewers were nothing short of perfection. Here are things we loved and things that absolutely broke our hearts in the finale episodes of The Red Sleeve. 1. Loved, the subtle hand grab. After Deok-im makes the bold move of showing her feelings towards Yi-san, they spend the night together. This is a huge decision for a court lady as she cannot go back to living her normal life ever again. Yi-san gently holds her hands and asks her again if she wants to leave. She doesn't respond quickly, so as he is about to let go of her hands, she holds them again, affirming her decision to be with him. I think you could hear the squeals from all over the world when this moment aired. It is so subtle but so emotionally charged. You can see the overwhelming amount of emotions in Yi-san's eyes as she holds onto his hands. He doesn't want a moment to pass as he proceeds to kiss her fervently. We were not prepared for the intensity of this moment, we waited almost the whole series for this moment, and it was finally here. 2. Loved, all of the love Yi-san shows to Deok-im. I think one of the highlights of this series is seeing how much Yi-san is in love with Deok-im. It is known historically that he loved no other woman as much as he loved her, and Junho was able to convey these strong emotions perfectly. The way in which he always declares his love for her and how he comes and finds her whenever he is having a bad day, our hearts will never be the same. 3. Broke our hearts, the loneliness Deok-im feels while being with Yi-san. After Yi-san and Deok-im spend their first night together, Deok-im spends her days with her friends, waiting for Yi-san to visit her. It is a lonely reality for her as she sees her friends able to go on trips outside of the palace walls. There is a part of her that wishes she was able to do the things she did before. The loneliness Deok-im feels while being with the king is heartbreaking. Although she knew the consequences and responsibilities of being with him, it still goes against who she was as a person. Deok-im being free-spirited and cherishing her friendships makes us feel so lonely for her. This is further emphasized when we see her quietly shed tears, realizing the life she had to sacrifice. Heartbreaking. 4. Loved, the support from Deok-im's friends. Deok-im's friends Kim Bok-yeon, Bae Kyung-hee, and Sun Young-hee have been there for Deok-im through thick and thin. They are a K-drama land girl squad that anyone would be blessed to have and will definitely go down as being one of the best. With every step of Deok-im's life as a court lady and her relationship with Yi-san, they have been supportive, sticking up for her, and putting other people in their place if talk badly about her. This was the light and silver lining through the last two episodes. You can really see the bond that these ladies have with each other, and it is so heartwarming to see. This squad and the joy Deok-im feels while with her friends are definitely highlights in the last few episodes. 5. Broke our hearts, the death of the Crown Prince. At the beginning of episode 17, there is a flash forward of Yi-san laying down with his son who is sick with measles. We know that this is the son of Deok-im and Yi-san, and viewers are automatically met with feelings of sorrow as he ends up passing away as a result of a plague that has taken the lives of hundreds of children. This part is excruciatingly sad. Despite it having sped up to this moment at the beginning of the series, it is pretty obvious how much love the entire kingdom had for this boy. The son that Yi-san and Deok-im created together was obviously well loved, and it was with great tragedy that he passed away. The grieving and sorrow depicted by Yi-san and Deok-im were enough to make us weep. We're still not over it. 6. Broke our hearts, the death of Deok-im. Yi-san becomes sick and is resting. Deok-im visits him to make sure he is feeling okay and even volunteers to stay with him until he falls asleep. Despite Yi-san's reluctance, she ends up reading him a beautiful story but then suddenly faints. It is discovered that Deok-im had been gravely ill. As if the death of the Crown Prince wasn't enough. This particular part in the series was earth-shattering. Seeing Deok-im losing her firstborn, being sick during her pregnancy, and then passing away was not the end we had hoped for. It almost feels like Deok-im's latter part in life was filled entirely with loneliness and pain, that it is almost unfair that she had to go that young. On top of this, viewers were able to see a bit of how Yi-san lives after her death, and his mourning of her is so heart-wrenching. 7. Loved, Yi-san and Deok-im reuniting after death. After the death of Deok-im, the series goes through the next couple decades of Yi-san's life. He seems to have lived rather quietly without having experienced much excitement. It's almost as if he has become a shell of a person since Deok-im's death. When he is lying on his deathbed, he dreams of a moment he had with Deok-im in the past where he fell asleep on her lap. He is then able to close his eyes and pass away. It is implied with the ending that the two are able to reunite after death. He almost believes this moment to be real and is grateful to be with her again, but then realizes that it is a dream or the afterlife. This is the little bit of comfort that is given to the viewers at the end of the series. Although still heartbreaking, there is hope that the two reunited in death and can be together again. Thank you for following. We hope to be at your best. Please support and subscribe.
I'm glad to you.